Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa Ellen Arianis, T.E.A., and this is Tea Time Adventures on YouTube. In today's video, I am going to be answering a series of 10 questions, and this was posed as a challenge by my friend Neil. Now, Neil's channel has recently gone through a name change, so he has simplified it and is now just Neil Collects. And he challenged his subscribers and friends to answer a series of questions, and I will put the link to that video in Neil's channel down below in case you want to follow along. He has put the questions in the description box if you want to play along, so if you decide to, please make sure that you tag Neil, and it would be lovely if you subscribe to him too. So, number one question. What superhero would you date and why? Oh my, I am definitely torn between Ben Grimm, the Thing, and the Hulk. That would be the Mark Ruffalo's Hulk from the latest series of Avenger movies. I must say I've had a thing for the Thing for quite a while, and that goes back to probably 2006 when my friends and I were on MySpace, and I was in a bunch of geek groups, and one person was pretending to be Ben Grimm, and at the time I didn't know that Ben Grimm was the Thing, so that was part of my education into comics and superheroes as well. So I'm torn. I like my men big, so definitely torn between the two of them. Orange versus green. If you became a millionaire overnight, what's the first thing you would do in the morning after? I'd still get up and go to work. I like the structure of going to work every morning. And if it's just $1 million, then I'm going to sock that away in the bank and let it earn interest. That'll be a retirement fund. That'll be a travel fund. So yeah, if it was multi-millions, then that's a different scenario. But if it's just 1 million, that's what I do. Get up and go to work just like I do every day. If you hit 1,000 subs in a weekend, what would you do? Well, the algorithm giveth and the algorithm taketh away. So I would wait for the numbers to drop back down, slowly climb back up again, stay steady, climb a little higher, and then I would celebrate. So I know my friend A Surfer had something like that happen to him, that he jumped by like 400 subscribers in the month of December. I jumped by like 160. And then you trickle back down just a little bit, up and down, up and down. So I would wait for the dust to settle before I did anything to celebrate. What is your biggest fear? Honestly, I've got a lot of fears. I'm afraid of a lot of things. But the first thing that comes to mind is being alone the rest of my life and not having someone to love and love me back. So that's the big thing. I've had a love of my life for the first half of my life, and I'm hoping the long distance relationship that I am in, I'm hoping that gentleman will be the love of my life for the second half of my life. Time will tell. But I'm also afraid of heights. I'm afraid of water. I'm afraid of spiders, snakes, reptiles, other types of bugs, but each to their varying degree. And I'm also afraid of driving. I don't drive. I'm also handicapped, so now I've always been driven pretty much everywhere I've wanted to go because everybody else around me loves to drive. And I just didn't get that bug back in high school. It just was not my thing, and at this point in my life, it's become a bit of a phobia. If you had to lose your sight or hearing, what would you rather? That's a difficult question, and I'm not sure if I could actually answer it. If I lost either sense, I would have to deal with it either way and find ways to continue to live my life and to function, whether it was at work or at play, how to get my chores and groceries and errands done, how to find enjoyment in entertainment. I can't really say. I know 2 content creators who are both legally blind, and they have, husbands they've had for decades. They've started their YouTube channels. So, and they're very well thought of, and they show us what it is to be a content creator that is sight impaired. So they're definitely inspirational ladies, but I don't know if I can actually answer that question. How would I even know how I would react either way? So I can't really answer that one. What is your dream car? And if you can't drive, then what are your dream shoes? Well, I can't drive. Um, and I'm not a shoe girl either. I'm not one of those, Imelda Marcos type girls that collect shoes and shoes and shoes. I literally have probably 3 pairs of slippers, 1 pair of shoes, I think some pedal pushers for well, not that I go to the beach, but when I get my a pedicure, and maybe a pair of sneakers that I just got from Temu, and that's it. So I just have basically 1 pair of shoes that I wear all the time. I'm not a shoe person, and I'm not a car person, so it's hard to answer that one. Do you think another planet has life on it? Absolutely, without a doubt. There are billions and billions of galaxies and countless more solar systems and potential planets. There has got to be life. Maybe not life as we know it. Maybe it's not carbon-based. Maybe it is something that can tolerate heat or gravity or sunlight so much more. I remember reading a book about life on a neutron star. It was a science fiction book, and how scientists had gone to look at the singularity and an entire civilization developed under their very eyes, and in the short time that they were observing this planet around this neutron star, an entire civilization grew up around them and then surpassed them. So I think there is the potential for life out there. It may not be as we know it, so I believe that. If you could change one thing in your past, what would it be? Well, the past has had a lot of trauma, but it's also made me the person that I am. Would I like my husband alive again? Yes, absolutely. Would I like my mother to be alive again? Yes, absolutely. But other than that, my past is what makes me me, and how I deal with the present and then moving forward into the future. So again, I'm not really answering your questions, Neil, exactly, so I'm sorry, but I'm doing the best that I can. And what pets do you own, or would you own? Well, Dara's in the front room somewhere, but I grew up with dogs. We had 3 dogs as I was growing up. A runt Irish setter, a mutant long-haired Chihuahua, and then a terrier Chihuahua mix. But when I moved out of my home with my parents and moved into this apartment with the man that became my husband, he had 3 cats. And so I became a cat mom. And in this apartment complex until fairly recently, you were only allowed to have indoor cats, 100% indoor per the lease, indoor cats. They are now letting smaller dogs into the complex. I think there's a bulldog, there's a beagle. Oh, and a Pomeranian, Penny, who barks incessantly, but she's absolutely adorable. Crazy, but adorable. So if I ever had a house, yes, I would like dogs again, but I'd still have cats too. Number 10, is there such a thing as ghosts? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I've experienced things that I can't explain to any other else other than a particular energy that comes across as someone that has once been on this plane of existence. I have a pagan belief that on Samhain, on Halloween, that the veil is thin and that you can connect to the other side. So I absolutely do believe in ghosts. I believe in aliens. I believe in life on another planet. Loch Ness Monster I still think is a displaced sauropod, perhaps a plesiosaur, but there are many, many things that cannot be explained by science, and just give it time. Maybe we will. So that is it. 10 questions, 10 minutes. I am going to leave Neil's link down below to his video and to his channel. It would be absolutely lovely if you subscribe to him. He is a wonderful man. He and I chit chat over on Instagram sometimes as well. So he's a delightful person. He is a collector of many things. So maybe if you check him out, you'll find something that sparks your interest. I hope that is so. So thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to be making a part 2 of this video. So you're going to see this same outfit again because he had a second set of questions. So I will be back in the near future. So everybody, please take good care of yourselves, take good care of each other, and I will see you around the net. Bye.